Ryanair 19 uniform Quebec, reduce speed to 170.
170, Ryanair 19 from Quebec. Ground Chevron 762 for taxi, follow 150 versus 748. Clear for takeoff 10, Texas 2 Echo, Chevron 46 Bravo. Bye-bye.
Hello YouTube, welcome to the flight deck. Okay, so today we are Ryanair 408. We're on the ground at East Midlands Airport, Echo Golf November X-Ray, and we're going to Copenhagen, Echo Kilo Charlie Hotel. So today's flight level is going to be excuse me, today's flight level is going to be 370. We've got about 7.5 tons of fuel on board. We're about half full, which I suppose by Ryanair's capacity that wouldn't be realistic. QNH today is 1020, QNH at Copenhagen is 1013. We'll be taking off via runway 27 and via Sid Trent to November. We'll be landing at Copenhagen on runway 22 left via test bin 1 November. Our alternate airport, should we need it, is Echo Delta Delta Tango, and we'll be arriving on runway 26 right. Hopefully that won't be necessary. We've got a flight time of 1 hour 30 minutes. And with a bit of luck we should have a tailwind all the way there, so that 1 hour 30 minutes flight time could well come down. When we get to Copenhagen we'll be, as I say, landing on runway 22 left. We'll then taxi to the north apron and park at gate Bravo 7 as long as dispatch has done its job. We'll see when we get there. Right, let's go ahead and start setting the aircraft up. Okay. Line, wait for the light to go off, and nav, and line, and there we go. Okay, flight recorder's off, stall warnings, speed warnings are working, stall warning test not yet ready. Okay, yaw damper on. Okay, we're not going to be using the centre pump, so they can stay off. These need to come on. Whilst we're here, we'll put position lights on, and logo lights can come on. We're going to be starting the right engine first. Okay, emergency exits armed. Window heat on. Probe heat on. These can stay off for the time being. Okay, I'm happy with everything on there, I think. Okay, we'll extinguish that for the time being. Right, so whilst we wait for the thingy to align, come down here now. Oh, we are aligned. I've obviously not got this set up on realistic time then. Right, airport reference, Echo Golf November X-Ray, gate 10, route, runway 27, and destination's Echo Kilo, nope, yes, Echo Kilo Charlie Hotel. Flight number today is RYR 408. And there's no company route. Okay, so far 0 fuel weight can go in there. We have reserves of 2. Should we need it? Hopefully not. Cost index of 25. Flight level of 370. Transition altitude on takeoff 6,000 feet. We need to make sure we change that when we get close to Copenhagen. It's a 5,000 feet transition. Okay, we'll sort this out once we've got the route in. So we're departing via Trent to November. It's fine. We'll activate that. And we are arriving via ILS 22 left on the test bin 1 November. That's the one. Yep. Execute right. Legs. Okay, discontinuity there, but oops. That's fine. Right then, next page. After Trent, No. Okay, after Trent. So we're going via Trent to November to Trent itself, and then we'll be direct, so that's fine. We now need to put UM 868. In fact, whilst I'm doing this, get the APU started. Okay, right. Adeloo after that. And direct to test bin. No, not right. Okay, after there we're going to, where have we just gone to? Adeloo, so we're going to Uniform Lima 26 Mammal L, going there. Okay, after Mammal we're going to Uniform Lima 603 and Lamix. After Lamix, Uniform Tango 29. Then Libso. And next, after Libso, we're going to Uniform Lima 975. Uniform Lima 975. And that. Then Lesra. Then Lima 975. Lima 975. Abcas. And then after that we're going direct Tomgu. Okay, right, we finally got that set up. Right then. Now we can go ahead. Auto throttle, okay. The plane just strummed up into life somewhere. Okay, so manual control panel, going to go up to 37,000 feet on there. The FMC will obviously control any constraints we have, so we can just set that to our cruise altitude. Course of takeoff 271. Set that up in the first officer's side as well. Head in. Okay, should we have any emergencies on takeoff, i.e. flame out, engine fire, anything like that, we will want to climb to 3,000 feet and fly runway heading until everything is under control and all checklists are complete. Flight directing come on. Okay, back down to the FMC. We've taken off on flaps 5. Gives us a takeoff speed of 145. Okay. Trim 4.6. We can go ahead and set that in here. So that's about there. Route set up. Everything on there is fine. Okay, so we didn't check, but we're checking now. Our AIRAC data is fine until August. For EGNX, we're at gate 10. Onto the legs page, there we go. So look, we can see our first constraint needs to be at 5,000 or above within 11 miles of takeoff. Then we're at flight level 6,000. And our first is above flight level 7,000 feet when we get to Charlie Hotel 887. Above 5,000 at Charlie Hotel 883. And we need to be at 3,000 or above by the time we get here, but looking at the charts I need to be at 3,000 and that should be the perfect intercept. And that's your 5 miles from the runway, 1,600, which is correct according to the chart, so we're all happy there. Right then. Don't need to tune anything here, we need to do a test on TCAS. Monitor the displays.
TCAS test pass.
Okay, so TCAS is working fine.
Monitor radar display. Go around. Wind shear ahead. Wind shear ahead. Wind shear ahead.
Okay, so we're all happy there that weather radar and TCAS are both working fine. Okay, weather is on, traffic is on. Okay then, right, I think we're about ready for push. Anti-collision lights on. Have a double check of everything up here. Seatbelts, no smoking sign on. Right, I'm happy that we are ready for push and start, so we'll go ahead and call. I'm going to have to do it this way round because my camera is set up to the same. You set parking brake. Oops. Thought it was set. Never mind. Right then. Okay, we want push. Down here out of the way. So want tail right, nose left. Yes, I think. Do you want no? Okay, brakes are released and we're clear to start. Starting engine number 2. There we go. Okay, so watching the center display here for about 20, there we are. Inject the fuel. Okay, good start on engine number 2, starting number 1 now. Okay, parking brake is set. Your damper. Okay, now we're fine there. Oops, not paying attention.
Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass main removed.
Auto brakes on the RTO. Flaps down 3 notches to flaps 5. Taxi light on. Okay, good start on both engines. Stick into continuous.
Right, it's clear.
Running off the engine generators now, APU can come off. Bleed air shut off. Now we're not on VATSIM, so there's no need to ask permission to taxi. BMI baby, they're a bit of a who, aren't they? Look at that. Okay, and we'll taxi out. All this traffic. It's not like all this traffic. Okay, so we're ready for takeoff. We're all good to go. And toga. Okay, so we won't engage autopilot till we're 1,000 feet above the ground. Must have accidentally knocked that. And rotate. Ease back on the column. Okay, positive rate, gear up. Flaps 2. And go back off. Okay, all wheel lights distinguished. Flaps 1. Gear into off. Okay, so we need to be at 800 feet by then. We're going to be well above that. We're 1,000 feet above the ground, so we'll initiate autopilot. Autopilot is on. Flaps up. The autopilot can do the rest. It's a hell of a climb we're doing. Wow, really? Okay. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. Okay, we're starting to, that's a little bit better. There's some heavy rain or thunderstorms over to our left. In fact, we can see the bottom of the cloud base. Alright, next stop, Copenhagen. Hour and 30 minutes away, so we should be there. Just saw lightning there, so there's definitely storms coming. We should be there by 5:30. Okay, welcome back. As you can see, we are well into our descent now, just coming on to 17,000 feet. Speed brake is out. We had a message on the FMC saying descent path unachievable, so we had to put the speed brake out so we can maintain speed whilst dropping at a faster rate. Okay, we've got quite a long travel down, so the auto brake at number 1, I think that'll be fine. I've set the course in here of 219. I'll do the same in the heading. That is the course for our runway. 219er. There we go. So should we need to go around, and our go around altitude is 3,000 feet, as is our approach onto the final constriction and the glide slope interception, 3,000 feet. So I've tuned in the ILS on nav 1, which is 109.5. We have had a tailwind most of the way here. We've progressed quite nicely. Okay, dropping down to 14,500 feet now. There is the runway over there, or Copenhagen Airport. That bit right in the middle of the screen, it's just there. Okay, so the flight itself's been pretty rough. We had quite a bit of turbulence, we had a strong tailwind, so we've made pretty good time. Our arrival time was due to be 17:29, however I went downstairs to make a coffee and the autopilot had disengaged itself somehow. I don't really know what had gone on there, so he dropped out the sky, so I had to recover. Did a bit of a cheat really, I suppose, but in real life there'd be someone else to manage the autopilot system should it fail, so I'm not going to restart the flight because of that. So I had to slew up to 30,000 feet and then manually fly until I could intercept the next waypoint. So we're back on track now. Obviously it has cost us quite a bit of time. So although we're technically behind time because we were due to be there at 17:29, we're not. We're well ahead of time because we had a good 5-10 minute mess about with the autopilot disengaging. Okay, so our approach speed. We're landing at flaps 30 with a speed of 141 plus 5 for wind correction. So we'd land at 146, although there isn't that much wind there at all, so we'll probably land at 145. I'm happy with that. Okay, so as you can see, we're now meeting our descent path. So once we line up with this, I can take the speed brake off and we continue descent at what the FMS has predicted. There we go. Okay, so speed brake can go in now and we should be able to descend. It's just a case of managing speed and descent speed all at the same time. No biggie, that's what the pilot's here for. Okay, it's asking for drag because we're below 10,000 feet, so we want to go down to 240 knots. So landing lights on. Okay, decision height according to the charts is 350. So we'll go for 350. And that is that little green number here. The barrow. That is our decision height. It wants to be on radio really. Cameron Barrow, I suppose it doesn't really matter. What was that ping? We got ping for something. I don't know, we're at a speed now, so we can bring the speed brake back in. Okay, so let's just go over everything. Landing lights on below 10,000 feet. Checked. With no need to use the anti-ice at all during this flight. Lights on as required. Outside air temperature, bear in mind at 10,000 feet, it's 14 degrees. And I didn't write down what the temperature would be when we land, but it's nothing major at all. Okay, so approach. Let's just run through this quickly. Transition altitude 5,000 feet. I've set that up. QNH 1008. I've also set that up. Course for the runway 219. That is in the course and the heading, and in the first officer's course. Yes. Okay, ILS 109F5. That is set. Decision height 300 feet. So it wasn't 350 at all. It was 300 feet. Okay, that is set. And so we want to be at 1600 by the 5 mile marker. Approach for glide slope is 3,000 feet. Well, that's our last constraint anyway, so we don't need to worry about that. And we'll be taxiing to gate Bravo 7 on the north apron. So it'll be a right turn off the runway. Backtrack on ourselves, parallel with the runway. And then we take a 45-degree turn to the left, and we follow that. And then we cross runway... I can't remember what number it was. I can't remember for the life of me what number it was. It's been a good 2 hours since I read the chart, mind. And then straight in, it should be on the left hand side, 4th or 5th gate down. That's if there isn't any AI in there. Okay, so our alternate airport, which we didn't need, Echo Delta Delta Tango. Or at least we don't think so. Obviously we don't know yet. We have got enough. We have got sufficient fuel to get there should we need to, but we should be fine. Should be absolutely fine. Okay, so need drag again as the speed is creeping up. It's me too busy drawing on, and I didn't pay any attention. This scenery of Copenhagen, it's FlyTampas, and it is brilliant. I love it. Okay, one thing about doing the new football season is obviously starting, or soccer if you're from America. And I'm thinking possibly to put all English teams that are playing in the Champions League, which is a European competition for those of you that don't know, is to put all the English teams into a hat, draw one out, and then I fly to the destinations for the team they're playing within the Champions League. Not necessarily on the day that they do it, because I don't know if I'm going to have time to do that, but it's just an idea, just something I'm spitballing at the minute. Okay, so we're coming up on 5,000 feet now. We're getting low enough for the system to start planting auto-gen. Okay, there's an AI there. Okay, so what do we need to clear approach? Should we need to with ultimate traffic? Clear approach, control shift A. Okay, not a problem. I have a feeling this guy might well be in our way. Obviously if we had ATC we'd be separated by now. But it's not, it's AI. I'm not. Okay, we're below 5,000 feet, so there we go, 4,000 feet. We'll keep the speed brake out because we're still losing speed. Oh, he's close. I've no idea where he's going. I would say at least with being on VATSIM you get a good idea where people are going, but that's not necessarily the case. Oh, he is going there, so we might have to clear him out of the way. This turn that we're about to do might be enough to slow us down so that he gets out of the way. Okay, so 3,000 feet is our constraint. Onto the legs page now. Okay, so we've got about 6 miles until we need to worry about that. 6.5 miles. Okay, so we're at our speed. Speed brake in. Okay, we'll arm the speed brake now. Okay, activate approach. Single channel. And there is Copenhagen straight ahead. Okay, so put the approach one here. This will help me, obviously, when I come to land. Okay, we'll go flaps 1. And glide slope captured. Flaps 2, flaps 5. Okay, just need a little bit of drag here, help us get down. Okay, we'll drop speed down to landing speed now. Can't see where that aircraft is. I can see him on TCAS. Ah, there he is. Okay, so separation is too close. Again, we can clear him out of the way if he's going to be a nuisance. Okay, flaps 15, gear down. And flaps 30. Okay, so course is set. Go around altitude is set, should we need it. Hopefully not. Auto brake is set. Speed brakes armed. Okay, so my systems are saying I'm perfectly in line with the glide slope. The PAPI lights disagree with that. We'll continue as, I think. Does the gear not come down? Because they're still... I'm going to have to check. Because they're... Yeah, it's down. Right. Autopilot disengage. Okay, 100 above. Continue. Come on plane, get out of the way. Okay, so I'm not quite sure there why the autopilot didn't automatically knock it off. It normally does. Okay, and taxi off. Right, and for some reason I can't turn either. I don't know what's going on with this aircraft today. It's giving me all sorts of problems. Obviously something I've changed that it doesn't like. Let's just see if it's actually turning the bloody wheels. No, look, it's not even turning the wheels. So I don't really know what I've done here. I've obviously pressed or changed something accidentally. So, for that, we'll I think we'll leave the video here. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully we don't have all these faults with the aircraft next time. Until next time, take care.